I don't know, man. I've been in the mode today, Cool Cat. Like I've been feeling real good about the direction of the Eagles. And I think it could be scary hours for a lot of people. They sleeping on us. They want to downplay what we doing, but I think dark days for a lot of people is coming. It ain't the Eagles.
Yep. I mean, as you guys can clearly see before we click off the intro, I mean, everybody in the house just keeps on working. I mean, if y'all ain't excited, I mean, look at AJ. Look at AJ. Look at AJ. But we're about to talk about it right here and right now. Welcome to Broad Street. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Broad Street. Welcome to episode 137, the free agency reaction edition of B.O.B.S. I'm your boy, Mizzy Miss, Cool Kakai, YouTube representing the Birds, with my guy, King DV in the building. What up, King? And you're muted.
You let me talk. That's crazy. You let me talk. You could have said I'm muted. That's okay. You the host though. All right.
My bad.
But no, look, it's Howie season, man. I'm excited, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited about what's going to come about with this season. Guys is already in the gym. You know, I've seen that you played the video.
We'll talk about it.
So, man, it's going to be a great season. I'm trying to tell you, man, especially, you know, knock on wood, everybody stay healthy. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for the rest of the NFC East. It's a wrap for the NFC. And then we probably talking Super Bowl, man. We probably have a long season here, you know, basically being supporters of the Eagles for the 2024 season, man. Like, it's going to be a long season. It's not going to be no, you know, one and done. It's going to be, hey, we're going to that thing. And now, you know, we got 2 extra weeks of nothingness to talk about before the big game. So look, I'm ready for the season, man, already. And we ain't even get to the draft yet.
Yep. Smitty Eagle, what up, Smitty?
Shakira!
Yes,
sir. What's happening, man? What's good? Hey, shout out to everybody that's here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Stu, Elena,
Stu, Elena, of course.
Shakita,
Short Dog, Davey, Aaron.
Davey, yeah. Whoever's on my channel, I'm giving out wrenches. If you don't have a wrench already, I'm giving out wrenches on my channel. So.
But nah, man, I'm chilling, man. You know, I'm a little excited today too, man. I've been feeling the juice today. I don't know. I guess I drank a little bit of that green juice today. I don't know, man. I'm just amped, man. I just want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see how it's gonna play out. I want to see how everything rolling, man. It's fun right now, man. It's fun right now. We just watching it play out. We watching how we cook, and that's you know what I'm saying. We just want to see, you know. I like, especially like to see him in the gym this early. You in the gym this early, we getting to it.
Yep. King DV is handed out wrenches. I'm doing the same on the Birds of Broad Street YouTube channel. So please, King DV says it best. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, subscribe, and comment to the Birds of Broad Street channel, all of our channels. Me, Moan, King DV, Smitty, One Trigger Trey, Rock, Philly Notion. The check down on Saturday. Inside the Nest every Wednesday. Broad Street Aftermath every Sunday. B.O.B.S every Monday, sometimes Friday. Subscribe to us, man. King DV's going live sometime. Smitty gonna go live sometime. Subscribe to us, man. You will not be disappointed. But yeah, let's start it off with some news that the Philadelphia Eagles and safety Nick Scott have mutual interest. So, King, I know you saw it on X. So, your reaction?
I'm happy that we're still looking for a safety, but this also tells me that hey, we're not in the running for a Justice Simmons. I feel like that he's just trying to fill out depth at this point. It's going to be hard to try to put a guy like Reed Blankenship on the third wheel, only because he's an undrafted a Pro Bowler now. So you really gotta have him starting or try to have him starting, and but if we had Justice Simmons, of course he's going to be on the bench. I don't think we can afford Justice Simmons right now because we still got draft picks to sign, and then also you got to give yourself some wiggle room just in case a guy go down, and we got to pick up somebody off of waivers. We got to give ourselves wiggle room. So I understand the business mind of Javi Roseman on how he's working. But if we were able to get Justice Simmons, man, league's in trouble. The league's in trouble. But all in all, man, I just think that Nick Scott is a good look, man. I know he had a hit. I was looking at his highlights. As soon as I seen it, I started watching some highlights, and he had a hit. I forgot who it was on, but I'm like, yeah.
Oh, you know who that hit was on. Don't act like you forgot. Oh, you know who that hit was on. Don't sit here and act like you forgot.
I'm trying to
I know exactly what hit you talking about, and I ain't even looked at. I ain't even looked at his highlight tape, and I know exactly he's a good how it start.
Yep, he's a good depth piece. Had an amazing hit on some player. And yeah, I just think that he'll be welcome. He'll be welcome, man. I don't know too much about his coverage skill, but I know that he gets to the ball.
Yep, Smitty.
I know who was on. I just don't want to say no names.
First off, the hit was on Debo Samuel.
I said Debo. I didn't want to say no name.
But I mean, he really not like something I would be. I don't know. He kind of what I already got. Like he kind of what I already have. Like why would I get another mimic of what I got? Then I have three of them in the room. It don't really make sense to me to bring him in. He decent as like, I don't know. I would prefer to bring somebody else in. I don't even know who else to bring in, but if that's who they bring in, I'd be cool with it. I ain't gonna be mad, but he more of a box guy. He make hits, but he really not good in coverage. He get burnt a lot. You know what I'm saying? He got burnt a lot this year on the Rams. I mean, we cooked him. We put him on the back burner, you know what I mean? So
I remember that game. I mean,
I don't know. I ain't gonna be mad at the pick, but I think it's what we already have in the room. I think we need something different. I think that's why the Justin Simmons signing was a little bit interesting because he's more of the cover guy. He's more of the over the top guy. And then you will use CJ and use Blankenship in the box. to roam
But see,
around, and you
but
could
but
kind of
bro, but bro,
put CJ everywhere.
they were saying if they
Yeah,
got
Simmons still out there, Eagle.
they were saying if they got Simmons, that CJ would be in the slot. That's what I heard.
That's possible too. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be mad at that at all. And you telling me we're gonna put Isaiah Rodgers back outside? Come on, gang.
No, we
I'm
not
cool with
gonna
that.
put him back outside. See, this is what I'm saying, dog. Like we gotta stop kidding ourselves, man. It
Look,
didn't happen
Bradbury got
yet.
to go.
It didn't happen
He
yet, bro.
got. And
We
June
gotta stop
1st ain't
kidding
happened yet
ourselves.
either. June 1st ain't happened yet either.
Hey, Eagles has landed. You got a wrench, brother. You're on my channel. You got a wrench. But yeah, I think that if it was going to happen, just like we both said, you could actually designate a cut for June 1st.
Yeah, but Howie like to play games too. He don't need to cut him early. He might be trying to pick up a trade market for him. You could
for who?
I ain't gonna say Bradbury has no trade market. We just watched a bunch of bums get traded.
His only argument is that everybody sucked the second half. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And listen, to tell end of the season how I ended with us helps Bradbury's case. Not in the trade value, but to stay on this goddamn roster. That's basically what it helps. It helps. Everybody sucked. Now, if only he sucked, and we noticeably know that he sucked out of everybody else that was just awful, then it's like, all right, it's you, fam.
True. But he was pretty bad. And that Seattle game really showed me a lot.
It did.
He got super cooked. Like I was at first I was on his side. You remember I was like, man, the defense all us look bad. It ain't just Brad. And then that Seattle game when I watched him literally get cooked play by Drew Lock. And Drew Lock wasn't even like, hey, he was like, hey, I don't care where nobody at, wherever Bradbury at, whatever receiver on Brad, that's what I'm going. He was just dropping dots on him. And I was just like, I think he in his own head, Super Bowl might have cooked him. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is, but
it could be. It could be.
I don't want to take a chance on him.
At the same time, like I said, okay, if it's me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I will keep him on the roster, but not as a starter.
No, I don't make sense.
Just for business purposes, man. I will keep
money,
him on the
bro.
roster. What you mean?
You're paying him too much to have him sit.
You are. But at the same time, like I'm saying, like I already know how it's going to go. They're going to give him a chance. If he's still playing like 2023 James Bradbury, then somebody else is going on the outside to start.
I don't think he's gonna make it that long, bro. I'm telling you,
Fangio. I hope not.
Fangio, if he does survive to whatever OTAs or whatever that is, that'll only be because Fangio want to see what he got.
But with that Bryce Huff signing, and more snaps is coming to Nolan Smith. We do got Devin White. You know, we got a decent. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying I'm selling you because I don't want him on my team either. But my argument, I got to stand with my argument. My argument is Bradbury plays better with a decent pass rush. That pass rush wasn't getting home last season. The season before it was his best season in New York. It was. So that's why I'm saying that they probably looking at it from that standpoint. I don't want him on my team because I seen what his worst was, and he got cooked by a rookie on the outside, and it was just him. They kept saying, "Oh, he's looking for help and all that." No, it's just him.
That's all I'm saying, Ron. That's all I'm saying.
No, listen. Bradbury does need to go, but what I'm saying is I'm looking at it through the Eagles organization eyes. We could all say till we blue in the face that he's going to go, but the reality is it should have happened yesterday. And I don't see it happening. I just don't. I'll be shocked if it happened around June. I'll be shocked.
I think it will. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a Fangio call at this point. Uh, and I think it's depending on if we can get a cornerback either in the draft or somewhere else in trading that we can trust. And if he gone, then he gone at that point. But I don't think Howie gonna play his hand too early. He not gonna. Howie don't like Howie don't like other people having control of what he do.
You think he a draft? You think he a draft day trade?
I just don't know what his value. That's my only problem. I don't
Seventh
know.
round. Seventh round.
I don't even know if it's that high. He might be a sweetener. He might be the sweetener with a pick just to make it even because we didn't want to go over the cap or something.
I mean, it could be that. That's why I said that. I think that his best bet, if he wants to stay on this team, just like Josh Sweat, he needs to restructure. But I don't
Yeah, but
see
I
him
don't think a
starting.
restructure save us nothing though.
It don't.
I don't really think it will.
Hmm.
I don't know what a restructure for him looks like because that means if you restructure, you add an extra year on the deal because you got to add a dead year, which he already got. You don't want to send the cap hit. I don't even know if you want to deal with that. You got to out next year. If you keeping him, I wouldn't add nothing to it. I would just keep it at what it's at, and then you get out next year with a $4 million cap hit and it's over. But
Right.
I think in the first round, if the guy that they have, like say for instance, we get to 22, and the cornerback they have as number one on their draft is sitting there at 22. I think that's the only way we get a corner at 22.
So
Because
if Mitchell is there at 22, and you don't have the Tyler guy that's an O line, and you feel like that you can actually get him and still try to get Edric Cooper in the second round, you think they would do it?
I think I don't think let me see. You said if Mitchell at 22 receiver. I don't the only reason I don't know, right, is I don't know, like I don't see how we taking receiver at 22.
No,
I
not
could.
receiver. The Quayon Mitchell.
Oh, cool. If he's
Yeah,
sitting there at
cornerback.
22 and he's number one on
Yeah.
their draft board,
Mhm.
yeah, definitely, 100%.
So
100%.
you think because they didn't have a meeting with him set up, so you think that he would be number one, and then or the second round pick would be the linebacker they're looking for.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know if how we looking at it, right? He got better coaches in the room, so um I think he gonna give you a value linebacker at the second round. But just like everybody else, if our analytic room is looking anything like me, uh, this room that's coming out, this class is coming out, it's not really jumping off the board. You know what I mean? It ain't really like, um,
There's a couple heads in there, but then after that, I'm
yeah,
like,
like after you see like the 4 or 5 guys that's at the top, it's like, oh, whoa.
mm-hmm,
So do
mm-hmm.
you reach for a linebacker or do you wait till 50? I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we'll go. I think one of the second round picks, if we stay where we at, is it's probably gonna be linebacker. And I think the second one is gonna be O line.
Yeah, because in recent drafts, that's what it was. It was either defense or offense first round. Second round was always interior lineman. It's always been that. So I can see that happening too. Um, I was about to ask you something. Um, do you see Howie trading up the second round pick or one of the
Yeah,
second round
I
picks.
can
Now,
I can see
if
him moving. I can
I
see
can
him
see
moving
it.
from 53.
okay,
I can see it because it
Yeah, I can
is
see.
how.
We got 3 third round picks. Like, why not move at that point? If you see somebody falling and they done hit, let's say 40, and you doing your math, and you like, man, he gonna fall to 43. You somehow swindle in 43 with a swap, and let's say for instance the third round. I mean, why not? You got the draft capital this time, really, to do what you want to do.
hey, hey, Yamir, thanks for watching the stream and everything. Please follow everybody.
Yep.
First and foremost. But to answer your question, I mean to answer your question, I feel like that they are going to go O-line, not first. It depends on how the chips fall. At the end of the day. But I feel like that old lineman is probably going to be one of those guys that needs to be like they are meeting with I forgot his last name, but his first name Tyler, the guy that everybody's looking at. I think the Cowboys is even looking at him, and I think they pick after us. So
Yeah. Yep. We're number
so
22. I
but
think. They're sorry, King. They're
no,
we're 22. I think they're 26, 4, something like that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That we got we know that interior line is going to be a main factor in this draft. We already know in the first couple picks. I'm hopeful that he would do the right thing and get a need before a want. That's my mo. The answer, Fisty Larue. I feel like that if we do Doniston Haas, then he's a holdout because right now, like he would have been picked up, man. Like this guy has been consistent. How we talk about him, the work that he puts in and everything like that. It's a reason why these teams are not clicking with the Eagles to the point where they could get somebody like Hassan Reddick. But I wouldn't jump so fast to say that
I
we
don't think he's looking
need.
for the. I don't think he's looking for the trade.
If he's not looking for the trade, then that's what I'm saying. We don't really need to go DE. My
He's
opinion,
already
only
said he's
because
working. He want to work on a deal, right? Didn't he? Didn't he
right,
say that like a few
right.
days ago?
He did. But also, like just say hypothetically speaking, that Hassan Reddick did get traded today or tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Howie Roseman was already on record saying that he wanted to get Nolan Smith more snaps. So if you got Nolan Smith, you still got Brandon Graham for one more year. Then you can wait. You can wait and just be like, all right, we got some money. We could go DE in a free agency, or we could just draft the best DE in a damn draft. Like it could be either way. So that's what I'm saying. He has an extra year. So that's what I'm saying. Like people don't understand this guy on my shirt. The way he sets stuff up is for the future, and he's looking ahead of time before the GMs could get to that time. So by time then, now you got people in positions like I don't know, Jerry Jones, that don't know what the hell to do right now. So just thank God that we got Howie Roseman
Yep.
in our policy.
Yep. Thank God, because look at the Cowboys. They're trying to figure out what to do with Dak
Yeah,
Prescott.
Yo,
it's a
you see me?
situation where like
Y'all see when I posted though about that situation.
Yep.
My man said, "Yo, I got 5 mil for y'all," but that's about it. I'm not giving up no extended, whatever like that. I'm giving y'all 5 mil. Dak Prescott said, I got a kid now. I'm giving y'all $5 million.
He's like, I got 5 on it.
Basically.
Yeah, he like, I got 5 on it. So all right, so speaking of the workouts, that's what we're going to talk about next before we give out some grades for the free agency. AJ Brown and Jalen freaking Hurts was working out, as y'all can clearly see. So Smitty, go ahead and react to it.
it's always good to see work early, man. You know what I'm saying? In the gym, perfecting your craft. getting to it, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was playing football, we call it getting money. You know what I mean? You out there getting that money. You know what I'm saying? I like to see it early, man. You know what I'm saying? That means you took it personal. You know what I mean? You want to get better. You want to grind early. I like to see it. You know what I'm saying? And then you see the two it is. Like even though you haven't seen, well, it's three. We missed the third one. Darius Slay also was working too.
Yeah, I know.
But
I know.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you see the main two, you know, the pillars, the guys that's, you know, making the bread, making the big bucks. They get into it, they at it. They putting in the work. So hopefully the work pays off. I'm ready to see it on the field. I'm ready, I'm ready to see it run back, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of upset about last season myself. And it ain't really much I can say. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really much I can say.
Yep. King?
First things first, Jose, welcome aboard. I see that you sub. You got a rich brother. Yes, I feel like that we go to go linebacker in the draft, either the first or the second pick. And shout out to Jean, man, our sis, with the $10 super chat. I'm just happy that she's supporting the channel. She's always supporting all channels. So salute to her.
Mm-hmm.
With them working out, right?
Yep.
So you got to think about it like this. Jalen Hurts, his knee was an issue majority of the season last year.
Yeah.
AJ Brown went down with a knee or leg injury, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, these are going to be the two guys. Like 2 years ago, me and JC, shout out to JC, we went to the open practice.
Me too.
And after the open, yeah, you was there too, Cool Cat. And
Yep.
And afterwards, AJ Brown, because we were saying happy birthday to Jalen Hurts and everything. He was clapping, and then afterwards, they were still working out. So I know that they were going to be those guys that's going to still work out and still and be around. And yes, Slade was working out too, trying to get his knee together and everything because he was injured too. So I'm happy to see those three guys taking that strengthening up their knee or their leg seriously. And I think it's because we are, they know that we're in a good position to do what we need to do to finish the job. And I feel like that they know that we need them. So I just need to know, all I need to know is who's going to be captains. Who's going to be the captains, who's going to rally the guys up, who's going to be that voice, because we lost a major voice of Jason Kelsey. But I feel like that you got to lead by example as well. So you going on there basically saying that I got my stats. I don't know about them, but I got my stats, and I'm talking about Darius Slade. That's one of my guys. But I got to call a spade what a spade is. I see you working out. I see you doing those things, but at the same time, you gotta look up, look over these young cats like Achille Ringo or Eli Ricks. You gotta look over them. Even in the secondary, CJ Gardner-Johnson could do some work, but you still got Sidney Brown back there. So you gotta do those type of things. But overall, man, I just like to see that everybody's working out and not just sitting there just lounging around, worry about a check, worry about anything like that. It's more so that everybody's working out. And this is just what we see. We don't see everything. Devontae Smith could be working out. Hassan Reddick could have called up Bryce Huff and said, look, we gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot with it. So I feel like that right now with three of our captains from last season working out and then also coming off of injuries themselves, I feel like that's what it is. I think that's a big thing to the point where we know what type of time we're on right now.
Yep. There's Slay working out.
What's good,
Now,
Hamid?
Yep. Slay working out. And of course, here comes big boy Lane Johnson with the two. If I'm telling y'all, they ready to go. They is ready to go. But salute to everybody that's in the chat, by the way. Salute to everybody. We got D'Angelo in the building.
Gene, you got a wrench. Nina, you got a wrench. I'm sorry.
Yep, you're good. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Tell them they got a wrench. It's okay.
Hamid,
I
what?
mean, I lost my wrench.
I don't know who page he on because he ain't on mine.
Hold
You know,
on.
man.
Is he on? Let me check. He ain't on B.O.B.S?
Hamid, if you come on my page, you get a wrench. If you on B.O.B.S, you get a wrench. If you on Smitty 4133 the pod, you get a wrench.
Yeah, because he ain't on B.O.B.S. because I'm on the channel right now.
If
He on
you
Simone
subscribe, oh, you're Simone.
Oh, you on Moan?
Oh, see, that's between you and sis. I don't know what's going on.
She probably busy. She busy. Cause I would know. She be working.
But if you on our page, I'll give you a wrench, man. Look, I'm going live every Friday, so
There you go.
and then once every month, I'm gonna do a live chat. Like you basically allow people to come up and do say what they feel about the team so far. But
Yeah.
once a month, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep. So just come on B.O.B.S and Smitty and King DVs. What up, everybody? So we came here to give out some grades to the free agents. So we're going to start from the bottom up. We're going to start off with Howie Roseman before we get to the free agents. So King, you talked about it last night. So go ahead and tell everybody, what grade would you give Howie?
You don't see this man on my shirt, bro.
A plus, I can tell. Look at that man, oh Howie T.
No, I ain't gonna say A plus. Like I said last night, man. I would say A, only because the two guys that we had to see the press conference for today. I don't give a damn what they were talking about. I think Devontae, Parker, his was kind of short and straight to the point. But Kenny Pickett, I don't give a damn what the hell he had to goddamn say. Overall, I am happy that his family don't have to travel to Pittsburgh for the 5-hour travel, and they can come. I think they're in Jersey, so they could come like an hour and a half. So salute to his family for having a son and well, basically closer. But I'm gonna say A. I like the moves that he made. I'm not too high on the Devin White because I got to see how he is with the organization, with the team. Where he's at right now. I know that he was a good linebacker, but I just don't like the end of that stint with the Buccaneers. Losing your starting position to a rookie, basically going back and forth, basically saying, it was supposed to be problems. It was rumored that he lost a family member. That's why he was acting this way. So it's a lot to uncover. But all I know is how he treats the Eagles. That's the only thing I know. And I feel like that's yet to be seen. So between all that, I gotta give it an A. I just gotta give it an A. I can't give it an A plus yet because now if we do end up signing somebody like a Justice Simmons, then it's an A plus. Yeah. But until then, I just gotta give it a smooth A.
Yep, Smitty.
Bro, why did we sign Kenny Pickett, bro?
He wanted to come home.
For what? For what?
He said KP.
I don't care what his home is.
He said KP phone home.
Man, that man could have played for any man. That man could have went and did something else with his life, man. I don't know. That was like the one thing that blew me, but whatever.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there. And then the fan base is like, did they bring Kenny to take Jalen Hurts' spot? He fits the.
You know why that is though, right? What's going on, Rock?
What up, Trigger? How my coach doing?
Hold on, y'all. Gotta turn my TV down.
All right, you're good. Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, Coach? Yeah, but go ahead, Smitty.
Yeah, man. I don't know. We grading Howie.
Yeah, we're starting from
I'm gonna give him an A, but that was questionable. Kenny Pickett was questionable for sure. I didn't get it.
Yep. How you doing, Coach?
Y'all felt like Kenny Pickett was questionable?
Yeah, I do.
Wow, though.
Yeah, I ain't like the pickup. I ain't like
my only reasoning why it's two reasons honestly. My first reason is I felt like that it was better options out there. Like you had, like we talked about before, we even signed him. Cooper Rush was out there for a trade or whatever. You had Joshua Dobbs out there. I didn't really feel that Justin Fields, because I still think Justin Fields is a starter in this league. I just think that he just got the ugly end of the stick. But Joshua Dobbs, I was very high on, because I felt like that now we don't have to change too much of the game plan. If Jalen Hurts, knock on wood, go down, or if it's a rest time to the point where we need to win those two games, like in 2022 when we had Gardner Minshew, and I went to one of those games and he couldn't pull it out. I don't see in any world, regardless if we got a Saquon Barkley, Kenny Pickett, if the ball is in his hands, that he could actually get us a win. Like, I want somebody back there that I know I can rely on if he's in the game, even for a play or two. Like just not Marcus Mariota or Gardner Minshew. Like, I want somebody in there, and I understand that he didn't have a decent offensive line in Pittsburgh. I do understand all the injuries and everything like that. He was placed in an awkward situation, but at the same time, I'm like, I need my team to actually cover all bases, and I felt like with the Kenny Pickett pick or the trade, it didn't cover the bases for me.
So you feel like Josh Dobbs would be a better option than Kenny Pickett?
I feel like Josh Dobbs can win you a game or two. I'm not saying a better, like if, God forbid, something was to happen to QB1 and he was out for the rest of the season. I'm not saying that Josh Dobbs would be the guy. But all I'm saying is if you need a game or two, I'm looking at it from that prospect, because I think that Jalen Hurts is nothing. He's going to play another season. I feel like that Josh Dobbs, Kellen Moore wouldn't have to change it up a lot.
I feel you. But the only thing with the Kenny Pickett thing is he coming to this with no pressure. You gotta think about in Pittsburgh what he was coming after. Everybody at the Big Ben gonna look like a scrub, for real. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That dude put in so much work over there with Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh fans is not gonna respect 12, 13 win seasons. That's all they respect. 12, 13 win seasons consistently. And I mean, I feel like Pickett came in with a lot of pressure, but dude still is a talent in this league. I don't know what y'all was watching. I mean, I know the hand thing. They talk about the hand thing, but dude could play some ball, bro. He could play some ball. Josh Dobbs been a career backup. He never started nowhere. Like, never came into the season as a starter. Nowhere he played at. So,
but why we need a starter?
It's a good pickup. He can sit.
I thought that's what you're looking for, a backup. I thought we was looking for a backup.
No, I'm just speaking on experience wise. Like Josh Dobbs, what did Josh Dobbs do in the league? Nothing. But he been there 7 years? Josh Dobbs never did nothing in the league. So Cooper Rush had one little lightning in the bottom season, but other than that, he's did nothing in the league. So at the end of the day, as a backup, I feel like you put Kenny Pickett in there, he could deliver the football. That wasn't his problem. His problem was, like I said, the pressure. I like dude as a quarterback, to be honest.
Yep. So
I don't know. The Kenny Pickett really threw me. I don't know. To me, watching Kenny Pickett, I don't see nothing he do well. Like he don't got a fast release to the ball. I mean, he struggled with pocket presence. He don't got the strongest arm. He's not really that mobile. I mean, I don't know what he brings that he's going to I don't know how he helps Jalen Hurts get better. Your backup is there to help you get better. I don't see how he helps Jalen get better. I did see
when he
was
in college. Coming in helping Jalen Hurts get better though, unless it's like a veteran, a 10-year veteran or something. None of them dudes gonna come in and make Jalen Hurts better. To be honest, none of them. They're not even gonna really challenge him for that starting position. at all.
The only person that can make Jalen Hurts better, honestly, is Doug at this point. The dude that we got as a QB coach, and then
I wanted
also
somebody in here like Tyrod.
no. I don't think he can win us games. I'm just thinking on a winning games type tip. That's just what
I ain't even worried about it. I'm hoping they don't have to play one game the same way I thought about
no,
Mariota.
of course. But at the same time, like say
I don't
down
even
the
want to think
stretch.
in that mindset.
Listen. If down the stretch, if we tied up with like a San Fran, and we both like what 13-2, and we need to win a game, and San Fran to either lose a game or even if they win, it don't matter. I'd rather have somebody in there that can win me a ball game than a Tyrod Taylor.
I don't know.
It ain't too many backups that's gonna win you a ball game for real, for real.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I ain't
hard to
gonna
get
lie
one
to
that's
you.
going.
It ain't too many
You're
backups.
gonna lock in and say he's gonna win a game. I don't know.
No, but
People didn't think-
on another note, like I said, I can see why Kenny Pickett was the pick in the Kellen Moore office, because like I said, if Kellen Moore does have to go in there, then it's going to rely on so heavily on Saquon Barkley, and he's going to open up the offense that way. That's the whole beauty of Kellen Moore, and not somebody. Shane Steichen probably would have did it too, but Kellen Moore does it like effortlessly, and we've seen it with Dallas. We've seen him do it with Dallas.
Hello world. So you don't your backup not supposed to help you get better? What are you over there with the headset and the hat on for if he's not supposed to help you see things you don't see? That's what a backup is there for. When you come to the sideline, who's that guy sitting there with the pads on talking to the quarterback? He telling you, hey, this is what I seen on that play. If you ain't see it like I seen it, he trying to help you see the field the same way as the coach. Sometimes the coach ain't the best coach. Sometimes a guy that's doing the same thing you doing is better than the coach.
They'd be on it though. If they seen the field that good, I said if they seen the field that good, they'd be on it.
But it's a lot of backups that see the field good and can't perform in the moment. That's why they become coaches.
What you talking to me for then? You can see the field while I'm on it, but you can't see it while you on it. And I don't want to hear nothing from you, bro. I'll listen to my QB coach.
Marcus Mariota was over there talking to Jalen Hurts many times, but you could take game from another guy.
Talking to him, that mean he was listening. You can talk to anybody.
Yeah, like if it was me, it would be more so that I'm trying to talk to someone that can see where I felt that and help me get better at that, than someone that not even on the field and I already exceeded. You know, Marcus Mariota had a great couple years at Tennessee, but after that it was just like mediocre years. Whereas Jalen Hurts is ascending to the point where his years is just getting started. So as Jalen Hurts, I can see that he looked at Marcus Mariota and like, man, go ahead. But if he had somebody like Nick Foles who won a Super Bowl, even if Nick Foles is like hit or miss, he's going to listen to him before he listens to a Marcus Mariota.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, man.
Also,
I don't know anything Marcus said, because I mean, at the time Marcus was buns too. Like that's I wasn't saying bring somebody in here that's just like trash. I mean, obviously Marcus Mariota. I don't know if I listened to him if I was coming off the street. Just being real, man. If they call me off my couch and be like, hey, come play, I don't know if I would listen to him off the street. I was talking about somebody more respectable, though, like somebody with some moxie, like somebody he would. I mean, if you a back, like bro said in there, if you a backup, you a backup. If I know you buzz and you have no potential as a quarterback, yeah, obviously I'm not listening to what you got to say. But if you possibly, like, as y'all would say, still have starting days left, we might have something to conversate about. We might have a conversation where we can talk about quarterback if I got that respect for you on the field. But I think it would be more on Jalen Hurts having the respect for the backup to listen than him just listening. You know what I'm saying? It take two to have a conversation.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, but
But I mean,
Marcus was Marcus though, man. I mean, I don't know.
Marcus had some good years, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, like a good 4 or 5 year stretch, and
But
he fell
his
off.
fall was
It
bad though. I
happens
don't know
sometimes.
how he fell that bad.
When you don't got coaches building the offense around you, and they force you to play offenses you're not comfortable with, you gonna look bad. Yeah. In his first couple years at Tennessee, they kind of built the offense around him. He could use his legs. He was doing 1-2 read, then get out of there. They was trying to make this boy a drop back passer. That wasn't him. Sometimes you gotta play to your quarterback strength, and they kind of killed his confidence.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
crazy, I did see a Kenny Pickett highlight with that fake slide. I know everybody does saw it. That little fake slide in college.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'm just looking like if we could get that Kenny Pickett with the confidence and everything like that, who knows? Who knows? But I'm not really feeling the pick as of right now. I have to know that going in, he's locked in if we needed him. That's just me.
I would like to see a competition between him and Tanner though.
I think it's going to be that though. I think it's going to be that. Now, if he beats Tanner, then he deserves that. They don't give somebody like that a press conference. You know what I'm saying?
What
So
up, Sess?
if it's like that, what's going on, Mo? So
Tony.
if it's like that, then I think that he deserves a QB2 if he beat out Tanner.
Yep.
He
So
gonna
let's.
beat Buddy out.
I like Tanner a little
He
bit.
gonna beat
I
him up
don't
by
know.
default.
Yep. Let's see.
Hopefully we'll never got to see the backup. That's
Facts.
best case scenario. We don't
Yeah.
gotta see the backup this year. And if we do, it's because we didn't already lock some stuff up, and then now we just playing for the fun of it. But
Yeah.
Yep. So let's go ahead and continue grading the free agents. Trey, Howie Roseman, what grade would you give him for free agency?
I'm gonna give him an A+, man. He kind of addressed everything we went into the offseason kind of skeptical about, and I mean, we're gonna need more, but he addressed the linebacker position, safety position. He got us another running back after we let Swift go, and that I feel like Saquon is like a tad bit better than DeAndre Swift. Pending health. He addressed everything, and we still got the draft coming up. I didn't expect Howie Roseman to make these kind of splashes in free agency. To be honest, it was like once I seen them just popping up on my screen, I'm like, hold on, somebody putting out fake news or something like that. But it was true. Like he got Devin White. The pair with N'Kobe Dean. Something we was kind of asking for, like get him a veteran. That's still like relatively good in the NFL, and let him work like that, and he did it. Still a little bit. We still need to get a little younger in the draft, but I feel like I give Howie Roseman an A+ for this free agency.
There you go. So let's go ahead and grade these free agents. First, Devin White has agreed to terms. So, Trey, what grade would you give Devin White signing?
All right, so from what I'm hearing from like Tampa Bay fans is that Devin White kind of got stale over there, like but I think it was more of him not wanting to be there no more thing than talent wise thing. So some people get a fresh start, and they turn back to their old self. So I think this is an A+ signing for us because we needed linebacker. I think the most besides like secondary, we needed linebacker. We needed a veteran presence, and he got it for us. So I'm gonna give it an A+.
Yep. What up, Miss Ash? You're never late. Welcome to Broad Street, girl. You're never late. Go ahead, King.
The Devil White signing last night, I said a C.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more moving towards like C plus B minus because we did need a linebacker. But again, uh, I don't like how he left, like the stint of the Buccaneers, and I don't want it to get to the point where he's that temperament is with the Eagles. Um, Also, I just feel like that, losing your spot, and I think it was more on the Buccaneers than him. Honestly, just losing your spot to that rookie was and you getting benched. That was crazy. But he is a Super Bowl champion. Um, and he is one of those guys that can actually you can learn from. So you get a win-win with this guy, or for like a guy like Nicole B. Dean, any other rookie linebackers that we draft. They're going to be learning from him because he's done seen it all in his young age. He's only 26 years old. But I think it's a good signing because, like I said, it was almost like you're doing a fantasy team and the best linebacker up there. Yes, we got to get him. We have to get him. But we need to see what he's doing. What mindset he's in. And a lot of people on Twitter is basically saying that his mindset is, hey, he's trying to get back, to where he was. And I did say earlier that in between all that happened, he did lose like a family member that he was close to around that time. So that can change your whole mindset about a season or how you play in the get go. So we need to just see what he does for the Philadelphia Eagles at the end of the day. But I gotta give it like a C plus B minus if I'm gonna go any higher. But I just want to see it on the field.
Yeah. We're gonna hear from Smitty, and then I'm seeing something on X, but I'll get to that right after Smitty. So go ahead, Smitty.
I'm gonna stay at a C plus. I think his injuries and stuff. If he's healthy, you know what I'm saying. He is a great linebacker for what Fangio likes to use linebackers to do off ball. Uh, he's not great in coverage, but he probably won't be asked to do that. You know what I'm saying? He's probably gonna be asked to see ball, get ball. I'm saying, and they're gonna ask the D line, keep him clean. If they do that, I mean, he's good at that. See ball, get ball. He's a for sure tackler. He's
Yeah,
not gonna miss the tackle. He's going to tackle, and he's great at blitzing the quarterback. He's gonna get to the quarterback, and you know what I'm saying. You can see it in his numbers. He's one of the top linebackers this year, and when he's blitzing and he's not blocked by a lineman, but when he gets blocked by a lineman, he's also not the greatest at shedding blocks too. So I can see it being one of those situations where it could work out well, but we just got to see it on the field. So that's all I'm waiting for. But yeah, just like DB said, the ending of what he ended, how he ended, and then they came out and said like his work ethic and his heart wasn't in it and his head wasn't in the game. I don't know if maybe that's what Trey said. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just was stale. He was done. He was tired. You know what I'm saying? He needed a new scene. So hopefully the new scene changes things. We're gonna see.
Yeah, there's rumors that's going out on X that's saying the Browns are going to be facing us on Friday, week 1.
I mean, that's been going around though, Cool Cat.
yeah, yeah. It was out of them. It was between them and the Ravens. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Anthony, I just gave you a wrench. You're welcome, bro. But yeah, that was going around. We was going to face one of them two, the Browns or the
Yeah.
Ravens.
The Ravens is away.
That's the
No,
way.
Yeah.
Browns. It was
No, no,
Browns
no,
or
no,
Green Bay. It
no,
was Browns or
no,
Green
no.
Bay.
Yeah, no. I heard Browns are the big, but it's the Bengals
Bengals, no,
home.
Bengals is away.
That's the way
Yeah, it
too.
had to be a home game. It was Browns. It was
So
Browns
so
or
so
Green
probably,
Bay.
it probably was Green Bay. You right. It probably was Green Bay.
So
It was people in Brazil like posting like begging Green Bay to come.
Mm.
there you go. There you go. So let's keep on going. I send it. The Philadelphia Eagles are also signed, if I could find it, because I sent it to you guys. From former 49er linebacker Burks is signing a 1-year deal with the Philadelphia Eagles. So Trey, you're great for that.
Um, I don't really like. I don't really know too much about him. I'm not gonna lie. But we need all the linebacker help we could get, especially like veteran presence. And I mean, I feel like it's a good sign, and I'll give it probably a B minus.
He
Yep.
like a Sean Bradley, bro.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of special teams. He ain't gonna do much. He ain't gonna do much linebacking, but he gonna do a lot of special teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead,
As
Smitty.
long as he can help some, that's
I
all
think
that
he had
matters for
I
real.
think he had what like something like 40 or 50 tackles last year, special teams tackles last year. So I mean he gonna do his thing. I mean I think we need some life on the special teams anyways. I mean you might as well, give him something new. Last year we juiced it up a little bit with some new guys. It improved. I'm assuming that's what they're doing this year. I'm thinking Sean Bradley probably won't be back. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably one of
Okay.
those guys, Zach Bond or Oren Burke, is probably the replacement for Sean
I feel like
Yeah.
Sean Bradley was supposed to be better than he was here, bro.
Bradley.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he
if it
probably
was
Yeah.
like
was.
opportunity. I don't know if it was opportunity or he just couldn't get it right. But I thought he was gonna be better than he was here.
Yeah, but I give it like a B. You know what I'm saying? A B for the special teams. Like if you asking me about his linebacker play, I probably give it like a D. But as far as getting out there playing special teams at a high level, getting out there trying to block punts and field goals, he gonna give all the effort. I give it like a B.
Yeah. King.
B minus for me. I think that it's a special team depth piece. We did lose a couple guys to injury. We don't know how that's going to turn out. If we're going to sign them back or whatever. But I feel like that the B minus because you really don't know. But the linebacker core did need some depth just in case because we were dropping linebackers left and right last season, and we ended up with a Zach McPherson and Nicholas Morrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy that Nicholas Morrow is not on our team. I know when he's healthy that he's possibly, if he was to get signed today or tomorrow, he's probably the best cover a linebacker that we have. But at the same time, I don't want him back on the team. Um, but yeah, I'll say a B minus if I had to give a grade.
Yep. So Kenny Pickett, we talked about it. So Trey, your grade for Kenny?
I mean, he a backup. I like the pickup. Kenny Pickett's still young. He still got a lot of football to be learned. He can get taught, and you still can kind of groom to do it how you want to. Just in case we get into one of those situations where Jalen does go down, which knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. But I feel like Kenny Pickett could come in and win you a few games.
Morrow,
I feel like,
Morrow's not. Yeah.
I feel like he
Yeah,
can
he
win.
is. He's up.
I'm gonna give this one probably like a C. He is a backup. We're not counting on him to come in and play day one. It's like, but I think he'll be a solid backup. Man, he can sit behind, learn from a different offensive coordinator, probably get a little bit better. So yeah, I'll give it a C.
King?
What's crazy is like last night I actually did say I was going to give him an I for incomplete, but um after the press conference and everything like that, he's here. So you got to give him some type of grade. I'm gonna go with D plus until I see something different from what I saw with Pittsburgh. I think that he has room for improvement, of course, but like we all said earlier, hopefully we don't have to see him unless we already clinched and he's just in there. But I'm gonna give it a D plus for now.
Smitty?
He's here. He had a press conference. I got to give him a grade. No, I don't. I'm giving him the same grade I gave him last night. I don't know. I don't know what he do good, so I don't know how to grade it. I don't know what he brings to. If he's a backup, if he put him in the game, I don't know if he wins games. I watched him struggle to win games in Pittsburgh. I mean, we could blame whatever we want to on it, but at the same time, I didn't watch him be. I've never watched him play great football, or I've never watched him be a guy that I would put faith in. I seen Gardner Minshew play better football than him. Just being honest, like I just don't know. I don't know what Kenny Pickett does if he gets in the game. Like, can he really win a game? Like, we saying it, but is it true? I watched him not win a lot of games where he was at. I watched him struggle a lot. I watched him have a season where he had more interceptions than touchdowns. I think he had more interceptions than games played. He got. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. So we also got Devontae Parker signed Trey. Your reaction and grade?
Good depth piece, I guess. Devontae Parker, like, he's kind of behind him, but he still could go up. He could catch contested passes. He's still physical. I mean, he could be that. What's the dude name we went to the Super Bowl? Our fourth wide receiver that year. I can't remember his name.
We went to the Super Bowl. Was it Aguilar? No, that's three.
No. When we went to the Super Bowl, the last one we went to.
Oh, the last one.
Pascal, Zach.
Yeah, he could be that Zach Pascal. He could block. He could do little stuff out of the backfield, stuff like that. You could use him in
That's
that kind
funny,
of
ain't it? Nah, I said that to DV. I was like, DV, what he is? Zach Pascal? I swear to God.
Definitely use him in the Zach Pascal role. I think he's still a mismatch against linebackers, safeties. I mean, he's, like I said, he still could go up and get the football. So, I mean, I feel like it's a good pickup. He might be our fourth wide receiver on the depth chart, but I mean, I feel like Duke could come in and make plays. So I'm gonna give it probably a B minus.
Samini?
What I gave him last night, a C minus.
Yeah.
Just leave it at C minus. I mean, he like what? Probably if we don't get another receiver, I hope he's not wide receiver 3, but he probably wide receiver 4 or 5. He ain't really getting a lot of snaps. I mean, it'll be fine. I mean, he here to compete for a spot. He could make the roster. He could not make the roster. You never know. So, I mean, it's not that high of a rating for me. He coming in to compete though. He coming in to try to get a spot on the team that's contending. He's not a bad receiver, but he's bad in separation. He can make the contested catches, but I don't know how much juice he got left in his legs. To me he brings like the Zach Pascal / Julio Jones role.
Right.
He just here to more
dog in Miami though. That was a couple years ago though, but he was a dog in Miami.
I don't know what happened, but the age catch up to you sometimes. So, I mean, I think that's what it is. Like he coming in, he gonna play a small role, but I think when you know what I'm saying, you need him, he gonna catch that rock. I mean, that's the one good thing about him. If you do get him open, he gonna catch it. So,
sure,
I'm cool with it.
King?
I think like with the Dolphins, with what was that, New England? I think he was like even the number 1, number 2 receiver. It's nothing more to ask for him but to be aware of 20 footballs coming your way. Because you got too many options on this Eagles team, man. You got Saquon now, but you also have always open. You always have the Slim Reaper. Then you also have Dallas Goedert. I don't feel like that we're going to be relying on him so much. My grade for him is a C, because I still got to see if he's still going to help out, because I know last year we had Julio Jones and Zacchaeus. Now, Zacchaeus did, make a couple of good plays, decent plays, but Julio Jones wasn't put in the right position to help us out in the red zone. And I feel like that's where I think Devontae Parker could actually help us out at, but he just got to be utilized that way, and I think Kellen Moore is the right guy to try to utilize him that way if he is the wide receiver 3. But I just got to give him a C because, from what he was to recent play, I just got to see how he benefits the Birds. That's where I'm at with it. With all these signings, he got to benefit the Birds in the correct way, and I think Kellen Moore can put him in the position. So I got to give him a C.
I think Kellen Moore can use him as like that Noah Brown role, where he getting him
Okay.
lined up on linebackers, because Noah, that was Noah Brown rule.
Yeah,
He'd
yeah.
come in, be a sneaky good wide receiver. He'd catch something over the top on a linebacker or something like that. I think Kellen Moore gonna scheme him in that way. I mean, I feel like he came to the best situation he gonna be in for real, because
Facts,
now
facts.
he's not heavily relied on, but he's still gonna get his opportunity to make plays. And you can use it, like I said, in different ways. He could block. He's a big receiver. He can block still. I mean, and he
Mhm.
could be a red zone threat if that's how we're gonna use him too. So I feel like he in a good situation.
You can use him on the little short curls, the little drags and sit. You know what I mean? It look like we going one way with the route, and he can stop it. You know what I mean? Jalen Hurts right in his face. He one of those guys you can kind of line his numbers up right down the middle, man. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Jalen Hurts, easy target. He ain't small. You gonna see him. Easy check down when he in the game.
Yep.
I like it.
Yep. Chauncey Gardner Johnson making his return, a 3-year deal extension. Trigger, your grade for Chauncey?
This one I kind of struggle with because it all depends on what Gardner Johnson you getting. Um, we saw Gardner Johnson play for us. Well, he led the league in interceptions probably the first 8 weeks of the season, and then we lost him for damn near the rest of the season. Dude got an injury history, man. We want to talk about injury histories like Devin White, but Gardner Johnson got an injury history too. His last 3 years, I think he missed like 20 games in his last 3 years. So I mean, hopefully he could come in and stay healthy. If he can stay healthy and be on the field, I love it. But I'm gonna put an asterisk on it because I ain't seen the dude healthy in 3 years. So I mean, I'm gonna have to get this one like a solid C.
King?
That's crazy. Like that's a first. Because I'm always the one that's hard on players. Pause. But I'm gonna say a B plus. I'm gonna say a B plus. It only gets a boost because he gives that secondary some type of attitude. I felt like that we played a different type of swagger in 2022 than we did last season. Um, he gives that attitude. Now, it all that B plus is all about if he stays on the field, if he's healthy. We don't need him to be missing some games and then come back in the playoffs. We had that with Avante Maddox already. So I feel like with CJ Gardner Johnson, what we paid him, he needs to show up. He really needs to show up, and he needs to stay healthy. He needs to stay healthy by all means. You know, you get banged up in the season, man. That's football. But if you got to sit out some games and everything like that, off of a tweak or something like that, I see him catch an interception in 2022 with I guess a broken hand at one point. I got to think it was against Dallas. So yeah, I think that he just got to play through it. He got to play through it, man. We didn't sign you back for nothing. But he was like probably either the second or the third option, you know, just to be realistic. But I do give it a B plus.
Smitty?
I'm gonna stay at the B I gave last night. Like I said, I can't be a hypocrite, man. He has had injury problems, and the same reasons I want Avante Maddox, you know what I'm saying, removed from the team is the same gripes I got with CJ Gardner Johnson. Like he just missed basically the whole season for Detroit. He missed 5 games the prior season for us. I need to see him on the field. You know, when he's on the field, he's dynamic. He brings an energy that you can't put in somebody. You know what I mean? You either got that energy or you don't. But at the same time, if you're not on the field, the best ability is availability. And if you're not available to be on the field, if you're not available to put in the work, then you know what I'm saying, how can I say, you know what I'm saying, uh, you that guy, you this, you that, you know what I mean? It's an asterisk next to your name because you're injured prone. Like if we gonna put the tag out, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna put the tag on one person, I gotta put it on another person. So I'm gonna keep it as kosher as I can. And then to be if he performed, you know what I'm saying, it always changes. So right now I'm just waiting to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what San Seed, Sun Seed. I like what he said,
Come on,
the last
coverage.
comment. Like I want coverage. That's what I want from this team overall, man. Like picks is cool. It gives our offense an opportunity to go down and score, but at a team like Kansas City or a team with a decent quarterback that can try to expose the Vic Fangio scheme, you want good coverage to the point where people are going to be making effort, people going to tackle. That's what you need on this team, and I feel like CJ Gardner Johnson could be that package, but we got to see it on the field consistently, and not because he got hurt a couple games. Now he's back fresh. We got to see it consistently, man, and that's all it's about with all these signings is consistency. I don't care how big the name is or how little the name is. Do your role and have it be consistent. That's what it is.
All I'm gonna say is all these signings really go to bed if our defensive line not hooping like they was the year before. I mean,
Facts.
you only could cover as long as your pass rush. It's like,
yeah.
So last year, we did play bad in coverage, but our defensive line kind of did nothing to help us out last year either. It was like, bro, quarterbacks had all day to throw the ball on us. Average quarterbacks, Drew Lock, below average quarterbacks, had all day to throw the football on us. The dude from what's his name, from the Jets, all day to throw the football on us.
Wilson, Zach Wilson.
Yeah, they had all day to throw the football. So they go hand in hand. The pass rush and the coverage go hand in hand. If our pass rush and our hooping, our coverage going to look bad. That's any team in the NFL. So I mean, we got to get back right, and we just lost we just lost one of our pass rushers, Fletcher Cox. So one of these young dudes gonna have to step up and really step up. So that's all I really had to say about it.
But basically, just to ask you a question, do you feel like that most of that was coaching? Like basically, look at the coaching that we got now. We got coaching at different positions. I think we got an inside and outside linebacker coach, if I'm not mistaken. But the way they got it lined up now, I feel like that everybody will know their role because it's more in depth than last season, whereas though that we had basically not a rookie, but a young defensive coordinator, and then we had to flip it to Matt Patricia. I feel like that it will be way better this season because everybody would know their role.
I mean, yeah, it was bad times. It was like we was dropping people that's pass rush, like true pass rushers back in coverage. So it was like, they tried to bring the Patriot scheme over there. We didn't have that kind of linebacking set. Now,
right.
This year, with Fangio running, he bringing them for every time. So, for the most part, he bringing them for every time and probably an extra. So I feel like it'll be a little bit better. It's just how it's schemed out. You get me? I felt like Jalen Carter kind of burnt out a little bit. He hit that rookie wall. I feel like he hit that rookie wall. BG was a little older. Flex was a little older. I've been telling dudes for 3 years, Jordan Davis is not a pass rusher. So, Josh Sweat, he didn't look the same last year down the stretch. So it was like, I don't know. I guess either they wasn't going hard or that scheme really just was horrible. I don't know what the real problem was, but our pass rushers didn't look like our pass rushers. They didn't look like the 70 sack team was the year before. Right. So even it's not ready. Even with him getting 11 sacks, he did not look like himself last year at all.
Especially at the tail end. Yeah.
He couldn't get off the ball. He couldn't get off blocks. He was like, it looked horrible, bro. And I think they really didn't want to play for that defensive coordinator.
I feel like that this is a big year for Milton Williams. I think Milton Williams have to step up in a big way. He didn't really have too many opportunities, but we did get in the game. He did make some plays, but this year it has to be like consistent because we lost Fletch, like you said. How do you think that Milton Williams will react to more playing time?
He gonna have no choice. He kind of has no choice. Fangio runs a 3 inside defensive lineman set.
Yeah.
With 2 standing.
I like Milton Williams, man. Oh,
I do too.
I've been
No, I like
a
it. I
fan
like
of
it.
him since he came in. I like him. He get better every year. Like you said, that D
Mhm.
line stack. He don't really have too many opportunities. But
Mhm.
when he do, he make the best of them. And he could play up and down the line. He could play DN and D tackle. He could play three
Mhm.
tackle. He's a good rotational defensive lineman that I feel like he could start on a lot of a lot of other teams in the NFL. It's just he was stuck behind some dogs, and it's like now you really kind of get more of an opportunity to show your talent. And I feel like he's gonna do well this year if he can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have no choice to play because you look at Fangio, he run a lot of that 3 down lineman, but he usually use like D tackles. Then he'll use the 2 DNs standing up on the edge. But I mean, I think he's gonna have an increase, and I think he's gonna play. I think he's gonna play well, man. I think he's gonna be an exceptional. Um, I'm hoping. I'm ready to see it. To be honest, you know what I'm saying. Him, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis. I think they could wreck some havoc with
Yeah,
Hassan and
yeah.
Price and Josh. You know what I'm saying, with Nolan. Like I think they could really get busy.
Mm-hmm. So, Brandon Graham got signed back to a deal. Go ahead, Trey. You're great.
I'm cool with it, bro. We need to keep at least one of these veterans out on his team, like for leadership purposes. And BG still could get to the football. So I mean, at this stage in his career, he's not playing as many snaps as he used to. But it's good to have a dude out there. Man, with BG be out there talking his smack, getting everybody hyped up. You need that around your football team, bro. It'd be deeper than just to play on the field. You need that kind of leadership. And like I said, I feel like bringing BG back, being as though Fletch left, it's still somebody there to kind of walk Jalen Carter through this. I mean, through these NFL seasons until he really like a veteran. I mean, this is second year. I feel like dude gonna be one of the best D tackles in the NFL, bro. It's just now you working with you got to bring a different skill set because you can't just power through these dudes in the NFL. They get paid big money just like you. So now you actually got to figure out your hand work. I mean, putting moves together. You got to, and having a dude like BG, they kind of like. I mean, they kind of like the same height, right? Him and Jalen Carter, they probably like the same height.
Yeah.
Carter a little bigger, a little stronger, but he can still teach him some stuff. So I mean, I like it, man. He still want to play football. He's still juiced up to play football. So I'll take a motivated Brandon Graham any day. So I'll let his pick, and I'm gonna give it a B.
Smitty.
Yeah, I told you last night, like a B+. You know what I'm saying? He brings that energy. He brings that leadership. He brings that role model. You know what I'm saying? He brings that real football dog that everybody got in the locker room. He not gonna give you the best production at this point in his career, but he gonna give you everything he got on every snap, and that's nothing you can look down on, man. Because there's a lot of guys that they might not be the best, but they're gonna give you everything, and that's one thing BG gonna give you every time out there, and he gonna be one of those guys who you can look at and you know what I'm saying he gonna set an example. So I like the signing, man. We needed some leadership amongst that D line. You can't have a bunch of young guys out there. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need that guy. What they call him, ump. You need ump. You need
King.
Brandon Graham is one of my favorite Eagles of all time.
Mhm.
We he went through adversity. 15 years into this thing, or he's going into his 15th year. Um, just to be the mentor of the young guys like the Bryce Huffs on how to be a Philadelphia Eagle. Also, Nolan Smith, that's the name that you keep in mind. He's mentoring. They act just are similar, I should say, not just alike, but similar. Um, it's good to have him back here for that. Also, his farewell tour, I think he's going to want to go out with a bang. So he's going to bring it. Yes, I understand. He's getting up there in age and everything like that. But it's going to be a rotation with all the defensive ends, especially if Hassan Reddick wants to come back. It's going to be a rotation. So I gotta give it a B plus. I gotta give it a B plus because with his mentorship and everything like that, the only downfall is it's nobody like a Fletch to actually sit up there when they doing a coin flip to tell him, "Hey, calm down with the trash talk." There's nobody there to do that. So I want to know who's gonna be there to tell him, "Hey, yo, chill." But Fletch was the one that used to do that. So now
Yeah,
that he's not there, then it's like, yo, he's gonna go all out, man. I think he's gonna tell people the Eagles is coming without even having a possession on the field. Like he's gonna say, "We coming." And you need that type of trash talk, man. You need that type of guy that's gonna rally guys up throughout the game. So I just hope that we could get one for him before he bows out.
exactly. So Lander Dickerson got a 4-year extension. So go ahead, Trey. Your grade.
Bro, this had to happen. It had to. Had to get this out the way early. You ain't wanted to linger. You still got Devontae Smith coming up. You gotta lock your dogs up. You gotta lock your dogs up. Landon Dickerson, we just seen this dude just progress since he's been in the league year after year after year. So, I feel like it's well deserved. I mean, I tip my hat to him. I mean, thank you for being a big part of this offensive line, and hopefully, I mean, we see you for more years to come, bro.
King.
Um,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Trey.
Nah, I'm gonna give this one an A.
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, Smitty.
Definitely an A, man. Definitely an A. I'm glad we got out of the way early. Um, I'm glad, man. I'm glad Howie's always 10 steps ahead of the curve. He ready for the action before the reaction. You know what I'm saying? So he get it done early. He do it with every player. You know what I'm saying? If you look down the line, it's a lot of guys he paid first. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate it. I'm glad he got it done. Let's move forward. Let's get Smitty done now.
Yep. King.
I'm agreeing with the A. Landon Dickinson actually did a lot of blocking for us, and he played his part. He played his role, and it was consistent. So you got to pay that guy. It's only just due. You got to basically shore up the offensive line. You have to. Um, I am on record basically saying that I would have extended Smitty first, but I do understand why we did it, and I understand Howie's logic. Just being an Eagles fan for so many years, I do understand the logic of shoring up the offensive line. But like I said last night, now my man Landon Dickinson could go and get his lawnmower so he could cut his grass. He said that in his press conference. So salute to him for getting the payout.
Mm-hmm. Saquon Barkley got a 3-year extension. So Trey, your reaction and grade?
That's my favorite one right here. Not gonna lie. You know, you know what dynamics Saquon Barkley brings to this offense now? It's like now you basically have receivers all over the field. Because dude can catch out of the backfield like a receiver. I mean, you line him up, you can even split him out against linebackers. He cooked them too. So I mean, this right here, man, it should be no reason Jalen Hurts can't throw for over 35, close to 4,000 yards this year. Especially in that Kellen Moore offense is real quarterback friendly. I mean, you seen the seasons Dak had under him. Um, he a dynamic back, man. If he could stay healthy, he's gonna push this offense over the top. So I'm gonna give this one an A+.
King?
I would rock on this one. Like I said last night, um, there's so much more that he could do with this offense than a guy like Swift. And of course, I wanted Swift back, but I didn't think it was no chance in hell that Howie Roseman would have actually went after a guy like Saquon, but he did. Like I said, there was rumors that it was all forced a little bit by a Kellen Moore because he wanted that type of running back in the offense, because if we have this type of players at his arsenal, he wants a running back that can actually, combat that. And I felt like that, that's why we went after Saquon Barkley. A lot of people were saying it was too much for Saquon Barkley. I don't agree, because he does so much more for your offense. He could be a decoy. He can catch out the backfield. He could break tackles. Me and Smitty just talked about this last night. He was third in open field breaking tackles, and Swift was like almost dead last. So you got a difference maker there. Also, Swift wasn't the greatest at pass blocking, but Saquon is. Saquon actually does pass block very well. On top of that, with the just like he said in the press conference, he's ready for the RPO. He's one of the guys that's coming in as an Eagle that's ready for the RPO. He don't have to be taught. He had to do that with a Daniel Jones, and we all on this panel agree that Jalen Hurts is way better than Daniel Jones any day. So I feel like that we in the best position for him. We seen the picture circling around when he had the jersey in his hand, how he was looking at the jersey. I feel like that, he's very happy to be here. He's close to home. He's very happy to work with Jalen Hurts. But did he also on the outside, he didn't really have receivers like AJ Brown and Smitty, So with that being said, man, it gotta be an A+. It has to be an A+ because he does so much for this team, and not just that. He's one of those guys. We seen it when the Giants went on that run in 2022, and he was yelling at guys on the sideline. He basically, get us the ball back. Certain things like that. We need that. He also could be an offensive because he's a vet, but he could also be that guy like if AJ Brown start asking, what happened on this play or whatever like that. Saquon could be like, yo, chill, next play or something like that. Everybody's going to respect it because he was in certain situations. So it's a lot that you get with Saquon Barkley that you didn't have with a Swift. Yeah, Swift can run his ass off, but he couldn't break tackles. He wasn't the best pass blocker. He still had 1,000 yards behind his offense. So we already know it's sure up if, God forbid, knock on wood, if Saquon Barkley does last this whole season, then he's going to have 1,000 yards. He's going to have over 300 yards passing, plus passing, and he's going to affect the team somewhat vocally. We need guys like that on this team. You've seen how the offense broke down at the tail end of the season. So it's a lot to go with it, and I'm happy that he's a part of the Eagles, and and we got him for some years. Hopefully, more than the 3, but I'm just happy that we got him. So I got to give him an A+.
Smitty.
I mean, what? Do I have to give a grade? I think the grades have been given. I don't really think you need a grade. I mean, it's Saquon Barkley. I mean, he tortured us for years. It's gonna be fun to see him in his green, man. I told y'all before the show, like him and Jalen Hurts healthy in the backfield with RPO is gonna be very scary. Scary hours is coming, man. Like this man can pass block, so it's not only RPO, but he can RPO into pass block protection. Like it's all types of situations for this to be dynamic, man. If he stays healthy, if Jalen Hurts and him can, execute everything to perfection in that backfield, man, it's gonna be perfect. I don't see how you give it anything under A+. You might complain about the price. If you want a dynamic running back, you got to pay for what you want. So you can't ask for both and then complain about one.
I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like this pickup is like Christian McCaffrey to the 49ers.
Yes.
49ers was good, but Christian McCaffrey just put that offense over the top because he gave you so much out of the backfield, and you had to focus so much on this dude. Like people had to focus on Swift. Swift was a great back. I like him. I wish he was here too. I mean, before the Barkley signing, but I wish we re-signed him too. But this a whole different dynamic. It's like you have to stack the box on Saquon Barkley because he can make you miss. So one-on-one with any linebacker, I'm taking Saquon Barkley. So you got to dedicate more attention to him. Now you got so much working on the outside, up the middle. You can scheme a lot of plays to where you're going heavy play action to Saquon Barkley, and they got to respect it. Now you got Smitty or A.J. Brown running down the field. It's like, bro, it's going to be so beautiful to watch, bro. If this offense scheme right, it's going to be so beautiful to watch.
You run that play action bootleg, he's going to put so much pressure on the middle of the defense. Jalen Hurts come outside. If that defense is bit all with Saquon, it's open field in front of him and possibly a receiver. And now you're going to leave that DB that's out there that turns around and looks. He got a choice to make. Do I turn around and go try to stop Jalen Hurts from getting 40? Do I stay with this receiver and give up touchdown?
Yeah, and then on top of that, I was looking at it as like the NFC Championship game in 2022. Besides the situation that happened with Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts was playing off Fred Warner, and I think now if we run into them in the playoffs and everybody's healthy, I think it's going to be a difficult task. I don't care who they sign. It's going to be a difficult task for a guy like Fred Warner to step up, because now you got to account for both of them. It's not like a Miles Sanders and somewhat of a Swift. Is now you got Saquon Barkley that, okay, if we go into the pass mode, he could block. He could pop out. We could give him the ball. He could break some tackles and get us 10 or more. Then also, you could just hand him the ball. So that you don't know what we're going to do with either one of them. So I feel like that this is a great signing, man.
Bootlegs, like,
yo,
beautiful. See them bootlegs in the playoffs. I probably we need a speed receiver too.
That's what we need. No, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Trey. I've been telling this man DV for 3 weeks.
We already know. I already know.
I was like, bro, we get a dynamic wide receiver 3. It's raps. You get a dude that
already
can do
know.
the motion and the end rounds and all that.
You already know. But at the same time, like we all.
That's why I really wish Quez was a better wide receiver because he has the speed, bro. He really could be smoking dudes over the top. He just, I don't know. I think after that Super Bowl, he just his confidence just was cooked. His confidence cooked. The injuries kind of cooked him, and it's like he just.
I don't even think after the Super Bowl. I think it was after that Redskins game when he caught the ball, popped up, tried to make a play, and then he fumbled. I think it was after that.
Nah, but he made a couple plays after that though. He made it. Remember, he won that. He basically him and Hurts won that Colts game.
Alameda killed that man confidence. I think that's just me personally. I think he came in. I think Alameda came in and he was capitalizing on the moments. And then when Quest was getting in, he wasn't doing what Alameda was doing. Like dang, that should have been my touchdown. That's supposed to be that's my route. Like what Alameda had 2 or 3 touchdowns?
I feel like they should have stuck with Alameda at that 3. They had good chemistry right there. Quez kind of came in and broke the chemistry a little bit.
I'll bring him back. I'll bring Alameda back.
Alameda, yeah, I'll bring him back. But it's not just Alameda. Like the signing of Jones, I feel like that
y'all be down to run it back with Julio?
Hell no. No, I'm good.
I'll take Parker for.
I'm good.
I'm saying if the Devontae Parker was not to work out, I don't know. Just to feel it, just to feel it. He gave Jalen Hurts like playing with his idol type. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
that's cool.
That's cool. That's
cool. It's cool because some things when you play with your idol, it don't work out. It don't work out.
He came at a horrible time too. Like he came and then we just started getting killed.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? I wouldn't bring it back.
The worst moment. Like
I
we
wouldn't bring it
got
back.
a man like, oh yeah, we finna get it right. I was like, oh man, then we got murdered. I don't know. It depends. Listen, it really would depend on me 100% on what he really got left.
But,
Does he have anything left to give?
Zacchaeus, I'll bring back. If Devontae Parker is just a piece of a puzzle that nobody really looking at, then that's fine. And if something happens to the wide receiver 3 or if they rotate, that's good. But I'll bring Olamide back as well. But Quez, no, I'm good on Quez.
Oh, no, I ain't bringing
I heard
Quez
the Dolphins. I heard the Dolphins was looking at him.
Somebody please sign him because they talking about we interested. No,
I heard the Dolphins was looking at him for speed, of course. But I feel like Quez, between injuries and then the opportunities, he didn't get that many opportunities. I feel like Quez is more of a consistent target guy, and we can't get that to him with AJ Brown and Devontae Smith on both sides. So I feel like if he goes somewhere that he's really a true wide receiver 3 or even a wide receiver 2, I think he would do some damage, but not with us.
Yep.
I ain't not
could have
on
worked
Julio.
it. Could have ran more routes. Only routes Quez really was running was drags and posts and flies.
Yeah, and that little double. That's all he do. That's all he got. That's all.
But Rock with who offense though? It's a simplified offense with Sirianni. So if you go on the Kellen Moore offense, we probably see something different.
But you gotta. But can Quez run the routes?
I want to bring Quez back. I'm not gonna lie. I want to bring him back. I like Quez Watkins. I'm just saying.
You think about it. Kellen Moore never had one of those guys where he just sit on fly routes. He like to all over the field. I don't know. Can Quez run those routes? Can we trust him?
I mean, he in the NFL. He can run. He can learn how to run them. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, he can learn.
You can't teach speed though, bro. You can't teach speed. That dynamic always gonna be a big factor on your team. If you got somebody that could get over top of the defense, bro, they open up so much. So
you don't think we can get a young guy that can
I'll take him back.
You don't think we can get a young guy that can do that? Somebody with a fresh start. I mean, we already just said his confidence might be banged up.
I wanted Keenan Allen. I wanted Keenan Allen to come in. Bro. I mean, I wanted Keenan Allen bad. I thought they traded him to the Bears, though. He gonna go over there.
He wasn't willing to restructure, though. That's why. That's the only reason we probably wouldn't have hit him up, because he wasn't willing to restructure.
He probably wasn't. The right team could have probably got him to restructure. I ain't restructuring for no Bears. From nobody. Like, no.
Hell no.
That was his thing when getting traded. That's why he only had a few teams. He told teams he wasn't.
They already looked up. They already traded 2 of my running mates already. I'm not restructuring for y'all. Y'all let Mike Williams go and Justin Herbert, his health up in the air. So it's like, no, I'm not restructuring for no Chargers, and I'm damn sure I ain't restructuring for the Bears. Now the right team hit me up, Chiefs, one of those teams that's really gonna be a contender. He would have restructured. I promise you, he would have restructured.
I'm just saying what his agent put out there. His agent when reaching out to teams told him that the one thing he wasn't willing to do was restructure. He would restructure the second year, but not the first year.
Keenan Allen gonna be one of those wide receivers that
he was just there for the bread, bro. Let's just be real.
Shit, because I'm restructuring. If Philly hit me up, I could go run with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and all of them. I'm restructuring. God damn it! What? I done made tons of money already.
Let me get 500,000. I'll be wide receiver 3 for 500,000 if I can play with them. And I'm Keenan Allen. I know he ain't gonna go that low. I'm just saying.
I would have cut it in half at least. I'd have went down at least like 12. Okay, look, give me 12 at signing bonus. Give me 12. Give me 12 to play. I'm good. Nah, he talking about he don't want to restructure. He wow. I would have been like, I'm out. Send me wherever I'm willing to go to restructure. Because if you got to restructure, that means you probably on the team with some guys.
Yeah.
But he wanted the bag though. Let's be real.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think he got a. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think his last year his deal is a player option, so he gets the option of keeping that big deal or not.
Yeah.
His health not holding up for him nowadays, bro. You better go try win that chip while you can.
I
But
think
some
it's kind
people
of I
don't
think
be
it's
on
kind
that
of
though.
unfair how they building that team for the rookie quarterback, but you ain't never put that much effort into building for Justin.
That's facts. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Hmm.
That's a fact. I agree with that.
Yep.
And
So
they
And
talking
try to
about
get
and I've heard they taking the best receiver available at 9. So you're gonna take Caleb at 1 or whoever quarterback you take at 1, and then you're gonna take another receiver. So you give this man a receiver room full of dogs, and you didn't give Justin Fields none of that. It's crazy.
yeah, they did Justin Fields dirty, bro. Like did he
Yeah.
dirty, and then traded him. Now y'all got the number one pick, and y'all gonna F another quarterback up because Chicago suck. Management, all that suck. So they gonna cook Caleb Williams too. I don't care who they bringing over there.
No.
They team structure is horrible. They team structure horrible. So I mean, it's just gonna be a revolving door at this point.
hmm so Bryce Huff signed a deal to the Philadelphia Eagles. So what's your grade, Trey?
And he really ages
Um,
0 too. He really ages 0 too.
Right. Yep.
all right. So from what I know about Bryce Huff, and I really didn't do too much research on him before all this happened.
Mm-hmm.
So from what I'm hearing from, dude was a pass rush specialist. He wasn't a 3 down pass rusher. So I mean, maybe he can be there for us. I feel like his build is kind of he kind of a smaller dude. So can he be that 3 down rusher for us for the bread we paying him? Who knows? But maybe we don't need him. Maybe we end up working out something where we do sign Sweat and Hassan Reddick back, and he just add to the party. But I mean that is kind of concerning when you playing half the snaps. Of course you're gonna be fresh. Um you're gonna be getting to the quarterback because you're not really in for the trenches downs. So I'm gonna kind of put a little asterisk on it, but I'm gonna still give this one like a probably a B minus.
Yep. Smitty, your grade?
Um, Trey, yes, he was a specialist, but they kind of like us a little bit, like deep rotation type DN. So he was more of a second, third down type DN rusher. But he also was playing a lot. He was also playing behind some guys that got drafted with higher draft compensation. He is an undrafted free agent, so
He
you know
was
how the
behind like
politics work in
Jeremiah
football
Johnson,
sometimes,
right?
huh?
He was behind like Jeremiah Johnson and all those dudes, right?
And they first rounders. So what happens when you a first rounder and I'm a UDFA and they getting ready to pay you millions of dollars? I get the low snaps.
Facts.
It's your contract year. So who they gonna get the snaps to? Me or you?
Nah, since you put it that way, yeah. Now I feel a little bit more confident. Like I said, I didn't do too much research on him. It was like, all right, I know I've seen him play a few times. He's a great pass rusher, but I mean, I looked at the snap count. I'm like, all right. So now you put it that way, I gotta think about it too. Like, damn, that's just like him coming in here and sweating all them stuff. You're not gonna get as many opportunities as you would if he was the like the number one guy. So, and it was just you. Like,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, bro.
But
Yep.
I think he bring a dog to that defense. I don't know if you started looking into him yet, Trey. That boy got some moves. I like his bag. I like his repertoire. Like how he move, how smooth he is. He rotate
I
his
see him.
body weight
He
real.
twitchy as hell, bro. He twitchy as hell, and he come out that edge with some speed too.
You
Mm-hmm.
seen that little euro he got? You seen the euro?
Yeah, I see it. I was good. Because after the signing, I watched a few of his videos. I was like, oh, he good, bro. He kind of give you that Hassan Reddick off the edge, like speed, but he got other moves that he can bet with it, where he can hit you with the spin, he can hit you with the juke. I like it. I like his pass rushable arsenal and stuff like that. It's just how
would
good
like
is
to
he on
see.
rundowns? How good is he on
That's what
rundowns?
I want to see because they wasn't playing them on rundowns because Jermaine Johnson is basically a run stuffer.
He like
So
the bigger D, and
he like 6'4". You know what I mean? So you obviously putting him in on the run at the first down, and then if it's second and long, then he coming in for the blitz. But I want to see him in the rundowns because I think the same way people said about Hassan Reddick, like, oh, he can't play the run. I think it's kind of like the same. Like you haven't seen him play the run, and then until you see it, you really can't judge it.
Right. I feel the
Because
same.
if you look at his tape, even if you look at his game tape, you won't ever see him really play the run. You'll see like maybe in one game he probably get 4 snaps against the run, and it probably was a down where they was going to get the quarterback, and they call like a draw or they call an outside zone because they didn't think they was getting the first down.
Right. Well, he making that money, kind of money. You gonna have to be a full-time player now. So, I mean, it's a wait and see for real.
Mm-hmm.
I hopefully we see what we seen with the Jets. But if you ask me for the grade, I give it a B plus. Give it a B plus right now.
Yep. King.
I'm giving it a B plus because I think that we're going to see what we see from the Jets this year, only because you got BG still here. Whatever they do with Hassan Reddick, I know Josh Sweat actually restructures to still be a Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know if he's going to be a trade at the draft or whatever. Then you still have Nolan Smith. So I feel like if it's a rotation at DE, he's not going to have as many snaps this year that we think that he's going to have, regardless of the price tag that we paid for him. But I think
it'll
that
be
was
double
more
from last year.
I think it's more of a future pick, though. I'm
thinking his snaps this year probably be double from what he had with the Jets.
I don't think so. It depends. It depends. Not to cut you off, but it depends if the edge rush is not getting home like they weren't in 2023. If they're sitting up there like, yo, we gotta stop effing around, they're gonna keep those guys in because those two guys, and Josh Sweat and Hassan, got chemistry.
I ain't talking about that though, but his down lineman is interchangeable with the ends. So you can have Hassan and Bryce in at the same time, and Bryce would technically be the down lineman.
But then that's why
I said it's going to be the rotation.
That's where Bryce has to learn that it's not just about him. Because from the game tape,
I can't wait to
he felt like I gotta get to the quarterback. But if you sit up there,
that was his only job. That was his only job. His job,
right. But now, like you just said, if you have Hassan Reddick and him in at the same time, hey,
yeah, you gotta know where he at. You gotta be disciplined to be gap disciplined.
That's all I'm saying. So it gotta make sense. It has to make sense. But I gotta give it a B plus, man. I think that Howie Roseman had his eye on this guy since he knew that he was going to be a free agent. I think he had his eye on this guy since we lost to them last season. But Bryce Huff, he does give us a different element. He's still young. He's here for at least 2 years. In that 3-year contract, if we can restructure him, so forth. But like I said, that's why BG is going to be a big pivotal moment in his career, because now, as a Philadelphia Eagle, he's going to teach him and Nolan Smith and everybody else that's young how to be a Philadelphia Eagle when he bows out. So I got to give it a B plus until I see otherwise. But I know this year, I think that's why I give it a B plus. If it was everybody's bowing out, Hassan Reddick getting traded, BG not here no more, then I gotta give it a C plus. But until then, that's what I'm saying.
But
right now,
the only reason I say that snaps would be double DV is, he could play. He get the opportunity to play 3 different roles with Fangio, because he plays left, he plays right, and then he'll be able to play the down lineman because he plays good with his hands on the dirt too. I'm saying, I just think he can get his snaps in a couple of different places. I don't think he'll necessarily get double snaps at DN, but I think in rotation with him playing left side, right side, and being able to play both sides of that D line spot, he'll be able to get more snaps.
But it gotta be to the coaching staff has to be okay with him in certain situations in the moments of the game. Like, you know, it's their call at the end of the day. Yes, it's just like chess. Like you got to make sure that, hey, this guy is the right fit in this position. Yes, we know he can play multiple positions, but at the same time, it's like, okay, well, do I put him here or do I put a Milton Williams here, or if I do I put him here or do I put a Josh Sweat here? You know, just have him and Hassan Reddick just rush, or Bryce Huff. It depends. You know, a lot of other guys like Josh Sweat with the knee injury that's lingering. You know, he's been playing on, and then Hassan Reddick, he's up there in age too. It could be a situation where one of them retired, so you got to put it to Bryce Huff.
You got to remember, Fletch gone. His snaps is out there. He played all over the line. So who splits up those? That's enough to make Bryce Huff have more snaps right there. Just getting a few of those snaps.
So you would like? I understand. Okay.
I think BG snaps gonna be cut. I think BG snaps gonna be cut just a smidget. With all the younger guys, they want Nolan in. That's the only thing that's killing me right there is Nolan, because I know Nolan got to get snaps. So that might be where even out.
How much? They must trust that shoulder. They must trust that.
That shoulder very sensitive. He done hurt it twice, right?
What'd you say, Rob?
Yeah, he hurt it in college like twice too. So, I mean,
they must trust it.
I think he's just young. He gonna get healthy. He'll be all right. He's just young right now. Now, if it was an older Nolan, probably not, but he's still young. So,
I'm hoping he got a specialist out there working with him.
I just can't wait to see these NASCAR packages we about to put out there, man. There's gonna be so much speed on that field. Right. Oh, so much speed. You got Nolan. You got Don Reddick, Huff. BG still could bring it. You could throw him at D tackle. He could give you that rush up the mid. Like, bro, third down and longs, they got to throw them NASCAR packages out there, bro. And just pin your ears back. Just get to the quarterback. It's gonna be stupid. Jalen Carter fast too to be that big. So, I mean, I feel like, bro, if Fangio could mix and match these dudes the right way, I feel like our pass rush should get back top tier for real. Because we got the pass rushers to do it.
Yeah.
They got to put them in the right positions.
I like he calls stunts and all that, man. He finna work something, bro. I think you get the right guys that can execute and really execute. I mean, hey, look, I'm calling a stunt, and you need to be in the A hole when he hit the B hole. Like, if you can get it like that, man, it's gonna be crazy. And that's why I kind of like want Bradbury gone. Like, in the sense of we getting to him, I don't want him to switch to the fast game, and now Bradbury is now the guy they picking on, the guy they attacking. Now we sending Bradbury in the fast game. We slants, drags, we making him get it. We making him get at it. I don't want that, because that's exactly what they're gonna do. We start getting at them. We start hitting the quarterback. We start taking people out. They're gonna try to get in that quick game again. I want that gone. I want great coverage on all over the field. I don't want them to have a weak spot where you pinpoint and say this is what we doing.
Why you go at 22
and get a corner.
Up and a corner. Nah, I think you get a linebacker because it's more inside
in the first.
Yeah.
Who's getting a linebacker in the first?
No, I feel like that we should. I'm not saying we will. I feel like that we should.
Yep. So Trey,
Detroit took a linebacker in the first. It worked out well for them.
Yeah, but he was a first round linebacker though. To me, I mean, I don't know. Last year, linebackers was a little different. It's way. Last year, it was two linebackers. I don't think you got to reach for a linebacker to get a good linebacker this year. If I'm trading up in the first, I'm going to get. If I'm trading up, I'm going to get Terrion Arnold. I'm going to make sure I get Quinyon Mitchell. I'm going to get one of them dogs at corner. If I'm moving.
Mm-hmm. So,
all right. So where we pick at? What number we pick at this year?
22.
22, 50,
That's a
53.
solid spot. This is gonna be a good.
97,
Mm.
160, 171, 173, 210.
So 22 is still a good position. You're still in a good position to
Yeah,
get a good player,
yeah,
like depending on how the board falls. So,
You got
like
to
if
think
I'm Harvey,
the
I
first
don't.
three picks is quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the next two is receiver. If it fall like it's supposed to, then the next two should be offensive line. You still ain't got a defensive player off the board yet.
Exactly. And we still could go defense with our first pick.
Yeah.
And we still could get a dog. So if I'm Howie, I'm staying put until maybe I see something I like for a nice price. Then I'm going up. But 22 still a good spot. He don't got to jump all around, try to get up in the top 10 or nothing like that.
Now, if I was him, I'm only moving 4 or 5 spots, and that's just because my guy is falling, and I don't want to take a chance at somebody right in front of me jumping up and getting them. But other than that, I'm sitting still.
Because I know for a fact Marvin Harrison going in the top 10. Neighbors probably going in the top 10.
Neighbors going
You know
to
the
the
quarterbacks going in.
Chargers, bro.
I know. I think that's where he's going. That's where
They
they're going to
finna double
land at.
dip at receiver. That's why they gave up both of their receivers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think they first and second round pick gonna be
still got the
receiver.
youngin from last. They still got the youngin from
Yeah,
TCU from last
yeah. They
year.
got Quinion Johnson. Yeah,
So that's
and they
gonna be a nice
got
thing.
Palmer too. That dude
Oh yeah,
Palmer.
Palmer. I like Josh Palmer. He tough.
Yeah.
He tough. So
Mhm.
they
You bring
still
Malik
cool.
Neighbors in, you got a decent receiver room right there.
Yeah, you got decent receiver room, and they gotta go get another running back too.
That's the key.
Somebody that could kind of take that production
Somebody
that
that can
Eckler
run
gave y'all.
the ball, not just Austin Eckler receiving. Run the ball.
Yeah, I think they're gonna put something nice around Justin Herbert. They ain't gonna leave him hanging. Chargers one
I
of
don't think
the
Harbaugh
teams
would
that's
put
not.
himself at risk like that anyways, Trey. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Chargers not one of those teams that's scared to go get an offensive player though. You know, some teams, oh no, you can't take no. They want somebody, they gonna go get him. There's a wide receiver at number 7, they gonna go take him. Like we take our chances on him. So that's what I like about their organization. They're not scared to take chances.
Yep. So, Jake Elliott signed a 4-year extension. What's your grade, Troy?
My guy, we had to extend Jake Elliott, bro. He a dog. He is a dog. He one of the most clutch kickers in the NFL, bro. Probably leaning towards NFL history for real, all the clutch kicks he made. So if you gotta extend dudes like that, like you don't find kickers like Tuck from Baltimore and all that. Like everyone, you get them every once in a while. Jake Elliott, one of them dudes, man. No matter what the weather is, the length of the kick, I believe he gonna hit it. So yeah, you gotta extend Jake Elliott, man. I love this. This is an A to me.
Yep. King?
A+, man. Like I said last night, man, I felt like he was the most consistent offensive player that we had all season, overall. He made some great plays, man. We don't win that Bills game without him. He made the 61-yarder, for us to go into overtime and then, do what Jalen Hurts do best. You know what I'm saying? So you need guys on your team like a Jake Elliott, like I call him 4 for 4. 4 for 4 now, man, because he got extended. So, I feel like that, it was long, it was overdue. It was overdue. You had to look into it, but better now than never, because I feel like that, we need that in special teams. And Jake Elliott, man, like I said, and like Rock just said, he could be in the history books as a kicker. So, you don't let guys like that walk away.
Yep. Smitty?
A+. Man, you gotta pay a dude like that. He's clutch. He come in every time you need him, man. It take to make Elliott. He deserved his pay, man. Some people was kind of debating, like, do he really deserve Justin Tucker money? I wouldn't argue second with none of them people, man. He deserved it. He deserved every dollar he got.
Yeah.
They sound crazy, bro. He been doing it since he came in, though. They acting like the Bills kick was the only touchdown. Dude been running it up since he came in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He's really a great kicker, bro. You gotta extend that. He out David Akers of this generation for real for the Philadelphia Eagles.
How old is
Right.
Justin
And
Tucker anyways? He's still young too, ain't he? I mean, Jake Elliott. I
Justin,
mean,
yeah, Jake Elliott's still young. Justin
No,
Tucker
he's
is
so
that
young.
now.
I can tell you his
yeah,
age. Huh?
he
Yep.
gonna be here for a minute, so you pay him.
Yep. Zach Bond signed an extension. So go ahead, Troy. Your grade.
Zach Bond. I feel like this is another good special team addition. Um, uh, he might find his way on the field, but if you can strengthen your special teams, I mean that's gold to me because you win and lose a lot of games on special teams. I mean, so I'll take this as how we just trying to strengthen it, the side of the ball, that side of the ball, and I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it probably a B.
Smitty.
Another special teams guy, man. He comes in, but he does. He see, unlike Oren Burke, he can actually give you some of that good linebacker play. Um, he's decent in coverage. I mean, he's not one of those guys who you gonna put out there and really do too much, but he can get out there. He got, you know what I'm saying. He got some coverage skills. He can protect the run. Uh, I'm with Rock. I give him like a B. You know what I'm saying he gonna come in and give us another spark. So I'm with all that, man. If you're gonna improve what was already an improving side of the game, which is the third phase, the special teams, and you're gonna also give me some depth at linebacker, I appreciate that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. King.
Like I said, man, B minus. Like I said, we had to give Michael Clay something. You know, we had to give him something, and I felt like that. You know, he was a good option at special teams. I know we lost a lot of guys, or a couple guys, meaningful guys in special teams last season. He had to make just do, and he did a hell of a job doing that. But with Zach, like, yeah, he's a linebacker depth piece, and you know you can't go wrong with having guys like that on the team. And you know if he is called to have that opportunity, then it'd be next man up, and we just got to see from there. But right now, it's a B minus for me.
There you go. Next up, we got Matt Hennessy. So go ahead, Troy.
Uh, um, I mean, like you said, we strengthening places where we're kind of already strong, but you can't never be too strong at those positions. It's like, um, I feel like he comes in, he fights for a job, day one. I watched him in Atlanta. He's a good tackle. Like he's kind of a little. I mean, he's a good offensive lineman. A little raw. I mean, but he's a great backup piece if anything. And I mean, he played enough football in the NFL to where you could put him in, and I mean, he'd do a good job. So, anytime we add offensive line pieces, man, I'll be excited because we got a great offensive line coach. I love Jeff Stoutland. So, I mean, I feel like this is probably a B plus A minus type pickup, just based off the experience, and he could come in and play day one if you needed him to. So, I give it a B plus A minus.
King.
I give it a B. Like like Rock just said, man, I think Stoutland gonna have him ready when his number is called. It's a good depth piece. Um, I just feel like it's so crazy because me and yesterday me and Smitty was just talking about this on Aftermath,
Mm-hmm.
and Jack Driscoll got signed. So now it's just like, okay, you know, the door is open for Hennessy. So, you know, he can actually have a slot of the 53-man roster to the point where, you know, if we need him, you know, he's there. Um, he's not a bad old lineman, but at the same time, you know, you can't never have enough. Like Rock said, and it strengthens up the old lineman for Stoutland, and then he can get a couple practices and everything to see where Stoutland is with it, what his objectives supposed to be. So it might change from his days with the Falcons. So, you know, I just got to give it a B minus until I see more.
Smitty.
Yes, yeah, yeah. I'm like he one of those guys like, how do you argue with Jeff Stoutland? You know what I'm saying? If it's somebody Jeff Stoutland went out there and said, hey, I want him in the room, I want him to come in, I see what I see in him. I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm gonna leave it at a B, man. He comes in, he's a rotational guy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he plays three positions on the offensive line.
Mhm.
He plays left guard, right guard, and center. So
Center. Yep.
he's one of those
Yep.
guys we could use, man. So I'm gonna give it a B.
Yep.
You know,
Hmm. All right. Brian Man is back with an extension. So go ahead,
Who?
Trey.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
Brandon, man. Brandon, man.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah,
It's Braden.
Brandon.
It's Brandon,
My,
man.
my
Braden.
bad. Go ahead, Trey. My bad. I'm bad with names.
I liked it. I was saying this at the end of the season. They got to sign Braden Man back because
Mm-hmm.
the punter we had before was horrible.
Sipples.
I don't even remember his
Sipples.
name.
Invincible.
I don't even
Sipples.
remember his name. He was horrible, bro. He was botching punts all over the field.
Yeah.
But Bo came in. He made that situation a little bit more stable. So I feel like he deserves to get signed back in. I mean, see what he could do this year. I like his leg. I like how his accuracy with his kicks and his punts. So I feel like this is a good jump. I feel like kickers and punters are the same. If you can find a good one, you gotta stick with them. So I'm gonna give
Facts.
this one probably a B plus.
King.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Would it be? But back a couple players back. Jake Elliott is 29 years old. That's how old he is. But
Uh,
yeah, I got to give it a B. Um, like I said, last night he made us forget about Aaron Sipples. And he actually has some decent, accurate kicks there and everything. So you got to give it a B. It's special teams at the end of the day. He don't really see the field that much, but he does make some type of impact, especially when we do got kick the ball off to the opposing team and get them in a position where as though that they can't really do nothing with the ball, and it gives our defense a chance to win that battle. So Sippos didn't, it really wasn't no it was nothing but opportunity for Brady Man to actually exceed what Sippos did. So yeah, you got to give him a B.
Smitty.
yeah, I'm in the same place, man. We've been trying to get Brady Man for a little minute too, to be honest with you. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad we was able to get him, even though Pittsburgh didn't want us to get him. They tried to block us out, but we got him. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we locked him up. We're keeping him here. It's a good opportunity, man, for him to continue being, starting punter for the Eagles, continue moving forward. So I like consistency when it comes to that, anyways, because you want to get better. You want your special teams to learn how to cover some of these punts. So we're in a good spot.
Mhm. And finally, we have no. I said that already. And finally, we have Rick with the Eagles. So go ahead, Trey.
He didn't do it today. He didn't do it today.
Hold on.
No, I'm
Go
not
ahead.
doing
Go,
it
one there.
today.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, King. No, I'm not doing it today.
I don't even know if we need to give a grade on this dude, man.
So look, wait, I gotta do it with a straight face. So Rick Levikus, whatever,
Levikus. Levikus. That's what he said.
whatever
Levikus.
Cool Cat said last night. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you, man. It's good that we giving depth to the special teams, man. I give it a C if I gotta give it a grade. I'll give it a C.
Yep.
But
Smitty.
Same. I'm somewhere in there. Like, it ain't really he a lone snapper. Like, he ain't really. I mean, he means something to the team, but I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? If it's that deep, he
And Trey.
decent though.
All right. So I don't know. I guess I just respect long snappers and stuff like that more than my fellow guys right here. So, like I said, if you could find certain dudes, like all right, a punter, a kicker, a long snapper. Hey, I mean, that can make the game run smoother for you. I respect it. I mean, long snapper not an important position until it is. Until he's snapping the ball over your punter head back into the end zone. You're like, oh my God, now you notice this guy. So I mean, I didn't really see that happen too much. So clearly he was doing his job. I give this probably a solid B because they trust in him, so I trust in him.
Yep. And that's all the free agencies we got. So let's go ahead and give our final thoughts and leave out of here. So go ahead, Troy.
Bro, football is back, bro. It's March, about to be April. Next thing you know, the draft gonna be rolling around. We're gonna be right back in training camp and preseason games coming up. So I mean, it's moving pretty quick, man. It's definitely moving pretty quick. I like what I seen from our Philadelphia Eagles. Hopefully, I mean, we keep this up. How we keep being aggressive, keep his foot on the gas, and I mean, we go into the season rolling. Great signings. I mean, fly Eagles fly.
Yep. Smitty?
That's definitely been an effective offseason so far. You know what I'm saying? It's been executed well. Howie has been making some great moves. Um, I guess we just sit back and see what's next. There ain't really much left to do. You know what I'm saying? You can fill in a few pieces here, a few pieces there. I think we're gonna bring in a lot of depth here in a few days. You know what I'm saying? Start filling out the roster a little bit. I'm kind of ready for draft night. Uh, I mean, obviously, people gonna keep doing mock drafts or whatever, but now your mock drafts get to change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're not reaching for that safety in the second anymore. Uh, you're not reaching for that running back anymore in the third. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to see what happens next, man. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the ride. Go birds, fly Eagles, fly.
King?
Um, it's been an exciting off season so far with the signings that we have. Just back to back, all the content creators being able to just put out content about all the draft picks that we signed. Even the minuscule ones that they think, the punter, long snapper, Kenny Pickett, and also Parker. A lot of people is not too high on them. But when you really start looking at tape, is digging into the playbook, we got to start understanding why Howie and those guys looked at them. Yes, it wouldn't be our choice, of course, but we got to understand that. But just like Smitty said, man, I'm ready for draft night, man. I'm ready to see what we're gonna do, man. The speculation is like very anticipating to the point where you're like, yo, who we gonna get? Who we gonna get? And we keep doing mock draft after mock draft after mock draft, and some platforms are still saying that we still need this, and a third. I feel like with this all season, we covered some of them, some of the positions, not all, but it's not bad to go into the draft thinking that okay, we can still get younger, we can still have a guy in the first or second round that we can have for at least 4 to 5 years on the team on a rookie contract and have him grow as a Philadelphia Eagle. So I'm just excited to see where that works at, man. But as always, man, fly Eagles fly, man. Catch us next week on this show. Also inside the nest on Wednesday. We got live streams going on Friday and Saturday between me and Smitty. Then also Sunday we back here for the aftermath, man. So thanks for everybody tuning in. As always, fly Eagles fly.
Yep. My thing is keep supporting your birds, man. We ain't never gonna stop. We got Inside the Nest, we got the Check Down, we got Broad Street Aftermath, we got B.O.B.S, we got Cool Cat Mitch, live from the cave with One Sugar Trey Rock, the coach. Lots of stuff coming on the content, y'all. Subscribe to the Birds of Broad Street. Subscribe to everybody in the channel. And for the crew and your boy, fly Eagles fly, go birds, lights out.